Welcome back to my channel. This is a reading for Cancer. And first off, I just want to say thank you to all those that subscribe, and certainly those that are still with me. I know I do very random reads. I just don't have a lot of time these days, but I will still continue to do these if there are still people that are interested in watching. So again, I'm losing some subscribers because I don't have it on a regular date and so on, but I really do appreciate all you that do take the interest and the time to follow. So anyway, getting right into the reading here. So I just want to start off, first of all, saying I'm going to leave the best for last because there is definitely some really good cards coming out. Just in taking a look at what I see here, I mean, there is probably some kind of a struggle that's still happening for you in the month of September, Cancer, that you're still dealing with, but there is definitely some amazing possibilities of things starting to shape for you. Things are turning around, basically, is what I'm trying to get at here. So I feel like you're trying to stabilize yourself, anchor yourself, anything along that line. Certainly with that start out card there, I feel like you're trying to really get clear on what it is that you want to do. I feel like you are in a position of trying to either look for a job or take on some study. It actually looks like, I mean, this could be a job that involves a lot of study or involves some training with the book card. But it definitely feels as though there is some kind of job or education ahead here. But there is something that is kind of a safe zone for you. And I feel like this has been a hurdle for you with the mountain card coming through. It's been something that you've felt challenged by anyway. It hasn't come easy, but I feel like that is all about to turn around for you in this month. I do feel like, as I say, we're just starting out here. I mean, there is the blockade has been, of course, the mountain. It has been a time where you have had some difficulty achieving your goals and it's prevented you from growing, but all of that is about to change. So whatever was holding you back, and, whether this was your own thinking or your own, stagnant, um, actions, that kind of thing, all of that lack of progress hindered you, but it hasn't stopped you. So you are now moving into a place where you are finding solutions. So I feel like some of you could be putting yourself through a training course. Like I say, maybe this is something that you just want to advance yourself a little bit more so you look better on paper, whatever this is. But there is definitely some kind of sense of education that's going to be advantageous. And this is you sharing that knowledge, or you advancing that knowledge more so, I would say, with that Clover card. So I do feel like you're really thinking carefully about how you're going forward anyway. And again, the Clover card is also that card of luck. So this is the clarifier to the book card. So I do feel like you're making your own luck. You're taking, the steps probably within a 4-week period, or at least some training, something within a 4-week period anyway, whether this is a new job that's opening up to you in that 4-week period from the time of you starting this in September. Whatever this is, it is going to be some small amount of money that might be coming through because of this education, or at least there's the start of, like I say, advancement. There's good luck here on your side, and you're moving towards success. Now, the card of the Knight of Swords, I feel like this is sort of past energy. I feel like it's really been heavy for you with the Knight of Swords, with the Nine of Swords. This has really been difficult, challenging times. This is all, he's facing backward here. So to me, it's more past energy. You might still be going through a little bit of the dark night of the soul, that kind of thing with that Nine of Swords energy, but it still feels either way that you're overcoming it, overcoming all of that. It could also be, like I say, with that sense of, I mean, the Nine of Swords is definitely kind of soul searching, to me, with that Moon card, and you've been in a closed off sort of space here with that Four of Pentacles. And again, there's more water energy here too coming through, that you could have been dealing with as well, the water signs. But I do feel like something from the past really left you feeling deprived, or left you feeling less than, felt like you didn't have a chance, at something, whether this is work or love related, but something really held you back here. And again, with that Nine of Swords, I feel like it caused you a lot of mental confusion. And I do feel like you were stuck in some kind of negative cycle of events. Definitely some kind of mental depression, and it could have been really enduring, very long kind of period that, you felt like you were enduring. very drama filled here. And again, I feel like it's all sort of around this thing from the past, this Six of Cups. Maybe this was I feel like you're doing some reflection here as well with that that Six of Cups energy. There's nostalgia coming in here. You're thinking back to, maybe happier times when things were, going well, with whatever this Six of Cups energy is. So again, for some of you, this is a relationship, something emotionally that you were attached to anyway, but it definitely feels as though you never really felt like you had a chance to develop it, maybe here again with that that Five of Cups, because it set you back and it was really deep sorrow around this. So it is a disappointment, but it's also remembering, what's gone is gone, and you do always have the moment and looking forward. So you do have to take advantage of the moment and kind of make new memories, and I don't even want to say these are unhappy memories. There are some unhappy memories for sure, but definitely with that Six of Cups energy, you're laying out a new foundation for your future here. So this is really about concentrating on what you have left and not what's been lost. So, you always have your own strength. You always have an untapped resource or a part of yourself that you have yet to challenge. And that is where the magic is. That is where, there is true seeds of greatness. But it's also, like I say, maybe releasing some of the childhood, kind of issues or childhood ways, or, any kind of levels of immaturity and all of that. That's really something that you're reevaluating here, I find, with a lot of this energy, because we have the Queen of Cups and there's just so much, very deep intellectual energy here. I do feel like, sorry, with that Moon card, that a lot of the loss that you felt, you maybe personalized, and I don't feel that that was really something that you should have taken on. It was an emotional event for you that maybe subconsciously you really had to dive deep to be able to find a way out of it. But I still feel like this is just part of the path, and it's just a different way of dealing with the issue, right? So, I mean, what I mean by that really is that, whatever issue that you had, it's not that you weren't enough. It's more that the circumstances weren't ideal enough for something to flourish. So, and people have to meet, if it is a relationship, people have to meet when they're both in that same space and willing to grow together. And certainly if one person is more, advanced than another, going from the Knight to the Queen here, I felt like there could have been some kind of a mismatch on a certain level there emotionally. So whatever this was, like I say, whatever this sabotage feeling was, or whether you sabotaged yourself, it just is a really shadowy period that I feel like you just need to release. But it did give you some insights and it's helping you to heal. But I don't feel like you're still holding yourself back maybe a little bit here in this month, but I feel like you will be a lot clearer about how you're going forward, even with a career direction. Again, with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like maybe that was part of what was holding things back, was the money. But again, usually when it is a romantic situation, even if the money is a part of that, if you are with the right person, you'll find a way through. But if you're not, then you kind of have to ground yourself and make way, forge ahead, with your own willpower, and find somebody who has sort of an equal balance there for you. But either way, I find that you're coming out of this illusion here and you are very, very conservatively and very practically moving ahead. So I do feel like I say, you are in a place where you're following your intuition. You're letting go of some of those relationship phases that you couldn't control. You're working through that disappointment and you're starting to cope better now, wherever you didn't have emotional clarity. But again, with the Four of Pentacles, I mean, it is still an energy of balance with the four. Fours are all about discipline and stability. And, this is beginning to manifest again here and trying to attain something. But we do still have an energy of practicality, moving slowly forward. You're a little afraid to take too much risk, but you're doing what you have to do in terms of the study, the process, the procedures, and you are moving ahead successfully here. And I don't feel like you're the message would be, don't be afraid to change, for sure. You might be clinging to some of the familiar emotions or familiar things that you have come to rely on, or maybe that was self-soothing. But just remember, repeating these old patterns would be just out of a deep-rooted fear of abandonment, and you just need to let that go, because clinging to something is really just going to be the things that keep you stuck. It doesn't allow you to pursue and become who you could be. So anyway, I want to just bounce right into the good cards, because I do have some really amazing cards here. So we've got resolve, we've got healing, and we've got perseverance. So these were the cards I pulled, and we also had advice cards of make bold decisions. Two of Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. You want to be with a like-minded soul. And I feel that this is opening up to you. Nine of Raphael. Make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. And the last two cards that I pulled that were related around the outcome of your month for September is the Nine of Cups and the Empress. So make a wish is really what's coming through here, because wish fulfillment and abundance are coming through for you. And just in short, of course, we all know that the Nine of Cups energy is all about getting some form of a wish granted. It does generally feel like it's more of an emotional wish. Something is moving in your favor here in terms of your emotions. Things are starting to stabilize. Nine of Cups energy is happiness. It is material happiness. It can be. It can also be emotional, just emotional, or both. But either way, in terms of that combination there, that's speaking to really great fortune ahead, or greater things to come for you. And this might be over the long haul, because you are taking slow, practical steps with the Four of Pentacles energy, but you are definitely moving into an emotionally satisfying future. You just have to work through your self-talk, self-sabotage, the darker parts of yourself, but you can now start to trust that you actually have an expansion coming here. And again, this can be creatively as well. However this speaks to you, everybody has a different idea of wealth or success or abundance. And the abundance card with the Empress is definitely one, letting you know that you have a lot in store here to come in. So the other thing that I wanted to mention is with the Empress, it is a card of just reminding you that you are good enough, and you just need to remind yourself that as well. It is a card of, self care as well. And I